Along with their interstate counterparts, union members in Queensland took to the streets in their thousands. There's no longer a public holiday for Labor Day in May, but the possible privatisation of assets and cuts to education have galvanised the union movement.
Teachers led the parade through Brisbane CBD, wanting to send a clear message to the Premier. Streets were blocked off as thousands of people from 32 unions marched in a century-old tradition.
We're just firing state government workers, not considering the consequences, especially in the education system, and I think we really need to be considering that a lot more than we are.
Well, it's all about Campbell Newman's reforms. We're all dead against that, so we're just trying to do our little bit to change those reforms before they happen.
The government's holding public consultations on options to deal with the state's debt, including increasing taxes, cutting services or selling assets, including ports and power generation companies.
We're extremely concerned about Campbell Newman's plans for privatisation, particularly for public-private school partnerships, health services and so forth.
Privatisation of the state's assets is not supported by the overwhelming majority of Queenslanders, and this government will pay a very heavy price if they attempt to sell off the people's assets.
But the government says tax increases would be equally unpopular, and either way, the people will decide at the next election. There's no longer a public holiday to mark Labor Day in May after it was moved to October. The ALP says it'll reverse the decision.
A future Labor government will return Labor Day back to its rightful place in May.
The thousands of marchers spent the afternoon celebrating at the RNA Showgrounds. Louisa Rebgetz, ABC News.